I made her when I showed off my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Act slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Set 90 Wolf.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's your time, baby. Go. 30 base.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got? Deuce. Slam.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open target here, Darius Slayton. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Indy.
Watch a slack, watch a slack. Watch a slack.
Leo.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded at the goal line. Shreds the tackle, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big run that time by Elliott. 45 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And again this time to the tailback. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
He's not going to get me.
They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Intended that time for Cooper. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check your hot read.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Go. Go.
Protein spill.
Tight go. Check 4. Slam.
Hey, lock it. Hit it.
Another try for Barkley.
Let's go.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3.
2nd and 13. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
16 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Come on, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Greystone travel. Check 9, check 9. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Cooper was the target there. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Topper, topper.
Chance.
Go.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Yes.
Shit.
General West.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Jalen Smith. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Cowboys 11.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Giants 14. Cowboys nothing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Hey, switch gears.
Go.
Wide motion. Mike spot 4. Squeeze, double.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Look at me, zipper. Yep.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get in them holes. Under 10. 10.
Hey. Ready?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A big run that time by Elliott. 74 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Smooth. Bring it. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Look, squeeze. Check 13. Roll out. Switch.
2nd and 9 now.
Switch. Check.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Hey, watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. Check. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Showing it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Gone. You got tight. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
X3, 218, chopper. He's checking crack.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. You ain't going nowhere.
Yo, go! Hey, orbit! Bam!
Check hot route, hot.
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Here we go.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? You must be getting tired of seeing
that.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
64, weak. Bravo.
Second and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go, set, 50, plant.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
The They'll look to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check three, check three, check three.
Rock it. Look at me. Go.
Check 99.
Hard. Go.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The pressure gets to him again.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
And the Giants send out their punter now. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
61, matchbox lights. Leo.
2nd and long. Catch made by Slayton. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 88 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
29 is the mic.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school and one of my offensive...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll drop the throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh. Drew draw corner. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, High 7.
58, 58, Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
5.
They'll set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's going to fire one deep up, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 81 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Kirkpatrick. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hey, Alpha.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Don't get nervous.
Now.
Motion, 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 motion. Right there.
Get it.
Right there.
On the run, it's Barkley. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
On the set.
58 to Mike. Okay, double up.
Five.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Big hold of the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? And it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Hey, exit.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This is Barkley.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
You ain't doing nothing today.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on him.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Rock it, get it.
They'll run it with Elliott. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, and we just play them all the way.